Hey guys, Matt and Justin here. Do you like things that are funny? Do you like music? Do you like talk? Well, we've got it all on Good Morning You Drunks.
How do you feel about double middle fingers?
I don't like them, but I will accept them.
Oh, Monday nights, 8 p.m., Good Morning You Drunks, only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com.
We promise we're not going to give you double middle fingers.
RadioFradio.com.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's hashtag Wrestlepals.
There ain't no stopping us now. We celebrate on the floor. Top down, we're ready to go. To all the people across every nation, turn it up and give me some more.
Oh, yeah, nothing?
I think I need to change the theme.
Damn, hashtag Wrestlepals? They want to change that? Why? That's a girl.
Makes me sad
It's
now.
oh, Jesus. It's a week. A week on. Look, man, there's plenty of, Justin, hey, hold on a second. Hey, everybody, hashtag WrestlePals. I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate.
Oh, hi.
Feels good. Feels good.
I bet.
Does. And he's hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
That's me. I got coffee.
And he's still, he's not so much a hashtag Wrestle Sad, more of a hashtag Wrestle Sour, if anything.
Just the hashtag, I don't want to hear that music right now.
Justin, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Just none of them are that cute and adorable.
You know, I was watching Raw last week.
Where are you? It's the gig,
So-
pretty much.
So bummed out. So bummed out when she
Oh.
came out.
Aw.
That theme music is going to bum me for a little while now. I didn't want much. Jarrett knows my pain. He was tweeting.
Oh, this is Jeff Jarrett.
No,
Like, what?
Jarrett was listening to the show and he was tweeting. He goes, "Justin didn't want much. He just wanted a hug and maybe
Just want a hug.
hold hands, walk down the beach. Something nice. Maybe we could get a cup of coffee together. Nothing
We need
major.
coffee. Look at this. We're getting coffee right now.
Yeah.
I'd be so much happier if I was her. Yeah. It's a lot. Mm.
I think we need another pot.
Oh, God.
I don't know how we're gonna make it because we have
That's
2 hours.
And Phil.
let's not dwell on my hashtag WrestleSad from last
Sorry.
week because I got over it because my number 2 girl had a big night last night.
Nia Jax? She great.
And she's not like most girls,
She isn't.
and she wasn't there last night, man. You know this.
No. Oh, no.
TLC was
Yeah.
a SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view.
Oh.
What?
Yeah,
was.
that's more about Nia later. Tell you off
Okay.
air.
Oh, jeez.
That's great.
Oh no.
She was in an NXT show and Asuka
Now
just
worried.
suplexing the shit out of her.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. Sorry.
We got.
Yeah, we had a TLC.
All right.
Is that what
So
we're calling it? I thought it was Tolk.
First-
Double.
First things first. We talked about it a little bit last week, but coming up on the event, coming like Saturday, or rather Sunday, when the event is about to hit the air, do you feel fatigued?
It's yeah. I mean, it gets to that where we've had that. Or I've said that every single time.
Right?
It all of it feels like it's coming to.
I was hoping to be able to get red.
Don't worry about it. It's it feels like it's real quick because we just literally
2
had.
weeks,
So it was,
and it's 2 weeks till the next one.
damn. What's the next one?
Roadblock.
Wait, no.
End of the line.
Roadblock : end of road :
End of the line.
road work : highway
Warriors.
cones : why does Kevin Owens have a stop sign?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We
He's-
made the graphic. We're gonna use it.
He's Raven. What about me? What about Owens?
Who better than? Wait, no, that's the wrong guy.
That would be Jericho right now.
Oh, yeah,
Who better than Jericho?
nobody. But, yeah, man, I'm feeling it. So, but then the show comes around and I get hyped for it.
Did you stay hype?
Yeah. Well, I mean, after the pre-show match, then I got hype.
Yeah.
Have you gone back and watched that one yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
The 48-man tag,
It was a 5-on-5, right? So it was 10-man.
something like that. I don't care.
It was 2
Dude.
tags and a singles.
And a big wet dog.
So it looks.
I'm sorry, Mojo Rawley. God bless him, but did you see the Hammer Time spot?
He been doing that. It's just, I guess.
Yeah, but did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you cover your eyes in shame and run away?
No, because I've seen it before.
It's embarrassing as all hell. And you
Is
know
it?
what? Awesome.
Yeah, go for it.
I love it. Make me cringe at home, but you know what? You elicited a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I never got hyped for Jordan's hot tag. I never got hyped for Gable selling. I never got hyped for anything. But you know what? You know who got me hype? Oddly enough, stupid Mojo. God bless him.
Yeah.
He's a big, wet German Shepherd. It's terrible. He's more than German. He's a Saint Bernard. He's got the little keg around his neck and everything. It's great. And then he's got the soup pads. And he's got this. Stupid. Thank you.
But the thing is, and we say this all the time, if you're going to do it, go for it.
Yeah.
And he did. And he has been. And
I really
good for
feel
him.
that is his personality turned up to 11.
Yeah, it is.
He's a maniac.
He is. He's a maniac. And
I don't think he sleeps.
I doubt it. He likes to party. He stays hyped. He's
I've heard that.
he's never
I've heard
not
that
hyped.
about him.
never not hyped.
Don't act like he's not.
Yeah.
He gets mad, I guess. I
He
don't know.
yells at you.
Oh, dear God. But no, I'm definitely feeling that because 2 weeks. But you know what? I feel like they're retraining us again. And it's the benefit of them having the network. Because, this is... I don't want to say they're glorified house shows. They're not glorified house shows. They're shows with purpose, shows with meaning. And this is a time when they would be doing a show anyway. So they're being forced to write faster and write better. And you know what? SmackDown's got some damn good writing. Yeah. Even in a 2-week turnaround, they're able to fit it in, and they're able to overlap with the big four, and they're able to have the continuing storylines. Now, granted, the rosters, this is me getting ready to throw I don't want to say throwing shade on it or anything, but it's me going, oh, I don't know how deep these rosters are. I don't know how long they can keep this high pace up, but then they do it.
Yes.
And then I'm like, no, I liked it. So it's like, you did it again. You entertained me again. Mm-hmm. Maybe not the crowd there, but you entertained me.
All right, so
dude.
let's do that then. What the hell was with that crowd? I don't understand. What do you need?
Because it was a full crowd, right?
Yeah.
They paid money to get in there, right?
Uh-huh.
I have to assume. It's a pretty big show. It's a very entertaining show. They just paid to get in and just have a seat on their hands. They were just wanted to be respectful and quiet. It's I don't know, man.
I would prefer that than to because I hate the douchey chants.
Yeah, because that's the thing. They weren't. It wasn't that they were. I don't think they were even mic'd bad. It was just they were very quiet because you had those vocal a-holes that were like, JBL. Look, if you were chanting for Morrow, I'm fine with this. But JBL, Jables, Jabobble, no. What the hell are you doing?
The problem with them chanting
John. Yeah, you're welcome.
The problem with them chanting JBL is I know what that means. It means they're bored, and I do not understand that at all.
But the crowd just was not hyped for it, and which was a shame because it was a really good show. But once you get past, as long as you don't need to feed off of that crowd, and you're watching that show from home, I hope it didn't feel bad for them as performers,
Right.
that they weren't getting hype feedback because there was all damn good performances throughout the entire card.
This is the
Even when it had no business being.
This is
choked on
the
coffee.
best TLC that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I feel like they've been making steps over the last couple years.
No, they
literally
they didn't
had
have
stairs
steps.
two years ago. But this was a full on good card.
Yeah.
I feel like last year it was fine. I feel like I even said that it was fine. It was a good TLC, but what was last year? 15 was, man, I don't even remember the match. It was the triple threat. It was New Day versus Usos versus Luchas, and that was the match that stole the show.
Yeah.
And that was like the one thing, that's literally the only thing I can really remember right now from it. And the year before, it was Harper and Dolph for the Intercontinental Championship ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this one I'll be able to remember much more from.
Yeah.
There's only going to be probably one match that's forgettable, and we'll talk about it as we get to it.
And not even, man. Honest, it's so weird that it's one of those things. Like when it comes to me being creative in my own endeavors, honestly, I feel like if I'm given parameters, if I'm given these confines to work in, you're going to get significantly better work out of me. If you tell me just here's a blank canvas and create, I'm going to give you crap. I'm going to be blocked. And I feel like that's where they are with the show construction and the storylines. Is hey, here's the roster. Here's what we have to work with. You make some stuff work, and you got guys in there that are really making it work, and workers that are like, okay, and it's just amazing. I can't see a single bad attitude on these shows. You're not in a story. If you got a garbage attitude, you're not in a storyline. And you know what? There ain't no place for you. Bye.
Yeah.
Because everybody is working. Everybody's working hard.
Jack Swagger?
Who? See his new outfit?
No.
You haven't seen his new
I
outfit?
don't think so. What's he doing
I'm
now?
wearing his new outfit right now.
Really?
It's like he's got like it looks like he has a gray like you know the pajamas with the ass cut in them. That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
The ass flap
I know what you're
pajamas,
talking
long
about, yeah.
john type things.
Mhm.
He's like got long gray long johns and like a black like singlet over it. It's interesting, something different.
Well, it's about time.
We the just use.
Is he still coming out to that, though?
I don't
haven't
know.
seen him in a while.
I don't know. We haven't seen him. You know what? This is the thing. I like him. I like everybody. I like all of them.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'd love to see what they could do with them. If they need to backburner somebody for a minute, have them go away for a couple months, I'd love to see a Jack Swagger step in there. I'd love to see anybody step in. But yeah, that's you should check out that outfit when you get a chance.
Okay.
I might be able to pull it up. No, I'm not gonna mess with the computer there. We're talking right now. Nobody wants to hear me Google Jack Swagger's new pants, yo. That's what I would have Googled. You know what I would have got?
Nude swags?
Probably just Joey Ryan's dick.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah.
It's on here anyway to keep it on the hard drive.
So,
It's spinning. Sorry.
to start the card, I thought this was, I guess, a weird place to start, especially the way the match turned out.
Mm-hmm.
We started with the Tag Team Championships, which you had Slater and Rhino
Right.
defending against the new Wyatt family, Bray and Randy Orton, which, by the way, not only I love the way the SmackDown team is selling Wyatt and Orton as this, lack of a better term, dangerous alliance.
Uh-huh.
They're a great team.
Yeah,
They're a really good tag team.
It's just the internal storyline. Now that you've got Harper in the mix too, the internal storyline of, hey, are they going to be able to get along? It's like, yeah, they're not only are they getting along, they're a well-oiled machine, and they're doing what needs to advance the family rather than an individual.
Mm-hmm.
And they were clean. They were crisp. I mean, Orton's clean no matter what the hell he does, and Slater's right there to just make everybody look amazing, and he did. Slater made Orton look amazing. Orton looks great enough on his own, and even Rhino taking a good ass whipping.
Yeah, power slam. By the way, again, I wax poetic about Randy Orton's power slam often because it's great. It's a thing of beauty.
It's awesome.
And just to kind of compare and contrast, I was watching Nitro 98, British Bulldog.
God damn it, Justin! Why?
British Bulldog's finish is a running power slam.
Right.
Randy Orton's just power slam is better than British Bulldog's finish
Yeah.
of a power slam. It's a thing of beauty. It's smooth, it's crisp, it's clean, it's a thing of beauty.
Because he does it so low and with such velocity on it that it looks devastating.
Yeah.
But it's low and it's going straight into his execution's so perfect that it feels like it's like he's just putting him to bed.
Yeah,
It's
he's like,
delightful.
"Yeah, go to sleep. There you go."
Oh, the coffee's hitting me.
I was going to say too much of the hot fries.
Oh God.
No more hot fries for me.
Okay, just keep an eye on me. Make sure I don't fall over.
So,
But yeah, you had a solid, if not quick, match.
That's the weird part
Yeah.
for me. Is I have zero problems with it opening
No,
because for all intents
we
and
just
purposes,
had
that should be a hot open.
well, we just had a championship match open up not too long ago, right?
Right.
They're playing with the format, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want there is no come down. Sorry, pay attention.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Watch all of the matches.
Yes.
And again, it was good. It was a little on the short side.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it serves the story better
Yeah.
because again, maybe this is part of why they look like such a great team. Not only the quick tags, not only like the execution, not only just the way they work together, but they were able to put away the tag champs rather easily,
Handily
yeah.
and dominantly.
Yeah. And now we have new tag team champions of the Wyatt family, and it looks like it's going to be much like New Day. It's going to be Freebird rules.
And it looked like Orton and Harper were going to kiss.
Yes,
They got real close.
they did.
I think Orton would do it just to fuck with him. Harper would roll with it. Yeah. Yes, it's great. Love him. Always loved him.
Yeah.
But then he's holding the belts. It's like, yeah, and it's a very dominant-looking picture. Orton doing his pose. Harper's got some belts to hang on to. Bray's on his knees doing his pose.
I got chills when I was rewatching it. I was like,
It was
whoa.
That's
Powerful.
controlling your imagery.
Yeah, that's powerful. And here's the other thing. Bad crowd, they cheered for them. They cheered for the Wyatts.
This is Bray's first gold.
Yes,
well,
it
it's
is.
first weird silver on sort of a black or blue belt
Yeah.
thing, but still,
It's his first championship.
and it looked good holding up a belt. Oh man,
Yeah, he did. I'm wondering if
got
we're-
a lot of potential here. This is one of those like almost. It felt like it could have been one of those like throwaway tag teams, you know, like oh, well, they're just playing in the tag team division for a
and they're
minute.
gonna
That's
break
weird.
them up later.
Yeah, nah, man. This is changing the division.
Yeah,
Again, creating depth out of it. Hey, these guys aren't really throw them over here.
yeah,
You know, and then you got Slater and Rhino who could easily slip back into the singles division.
yes.
I mean, it looks like Miz and Ziggler are going to have to go their separate ways here for a
They
little while.
have to. We'll get there.
I'd love a Slater going in there, giving somebody a come up. It's getting further down the card, but
Yeah.
still, there's a dominant performance and a hell of a feel-good thing to kick off the card. And granted, you know, Rhino and Slater may be the baby faces, but
But technically, that wasn't supposed to feel good.
you cannot deny the charisma of. We'll get to that later. I got something in tidbits to run by you on why that felt good,
Okay.
or why that made good storytelling.
I also don't feel like I don't feel like the Wyatts necessarily do anything that's inherently bad.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
I don't think they're.
The New Day does more bad stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have in the past,
Mhm.
but I don't think that with Orton in tow, I don't think they've really done ever since they came together like that. I don't think there's been anything. I mean, unless you consider Orton taking the spear.
No,
I don't consider.
no,
that
that's
bad.
that's teamwork right there.
Yeah, that's
So it's they're giving him the grace to walk that tweener role.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
not wanting to use the word, but
it is what it is.
hey, you
That's-
might be bad guys, but now you're developing into dominant guys
Yeah,
who develop into solid, commanding presence.
yeah.
Rather than just
Guys on the
the
card.
cheaters who are going to get their comeuppance, or the oh no the good guys are getting their ass beat. No, they can go out and hurt you, and you're going to love it.
So we have new tag team champions, which it's exciting times. I'm very curious to see where they go with this.
I'm very grateful for the time that they gave Slater,
Yeah, that
and
too.
Rhino deserves that respect as well.
Well, and because it felt like honestly, it felt like they were going to win at Backlash. It felt like an ends to here. This is how we're going to get Slater on the show.
Right?
But then they let him run with it.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. I really thought that they were just going to hold it for like a second, lose him to the Usos, and we were going to be looking at American Alpha versus Usos now.
Yeah.
And we're not.
Yeah. That's what I said. They're creating the depth, as much as I said just nary 20 minutes ago. It's like you think, oh, you don't have a lot of depth here. No, they're going to make it. They're going to
Yeah.
move the pool around.
Yeah.
So coming out of this, now do you think we get a rematch? Maybe a SmackDown blow off?
I feel. I don't know that there's any
I don't think the
worth.
title ever goes back to them.
Yeah, I don't think there's worth in like a full blown storyline
Mm.
between the two. I feel like the story from here for Slayer and Rhino is figuring out what they are and where they are,
Right.
and whether or not they break up. You know, I mean, it's typical.
It could be amicable.
Yeah.
How many times have the Lucha Dragons broke up?
Yeah. And then it's, again, finding. I'm curious to who's going to be going up against them.
Ooh.
Who's going to be going up against the Wyatts?
I still think they save American Alpha yet.
Oh yeah, because
Hype Bros?
I don't.
Put
Yeah,
the Hype Bros in it.
it's got to be. It's got to be somebody who can take the L.
And they break Mojo. It'd be great.
Oh, jeez.
Newest member,
We need
Mojo Wyatt.
we need teams that can take the L because they've got to be. I feel like this has to at least ride to Mania, right? This late in the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if
I'm sorry. I'm still going down the card of who else is over there.
if this is to mean anything for the Wyatts as a storyline,
Right. And I hope they give him a storyline and don't just like, oh, it's a 4-team tornado match. Anybody could. And no, please don't. First pinfall gets the title.
let them.
The champions don't even need to lose. No, don't do that crap.
Not to them. Like, you just did a great job putting them together. A
Right.
great job making them look like a great team. Let's treat them right. Let them crush some folks. Let the rest of the division work to get in the ring with them.
And then the Ascension ascends.
I don't know. I don't see that.
No. Someday. See,
Someday.
that's the thing. I think
They're a good team.
They're good.
It's just they keep getting passed by.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them.
I think there will be a time and a place for them.
But there has to be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So speaking of a time and a place, it moves us into the next match, which is the no DQ match between Nikki and Carmella.
Fantastic stipulation going into that. You see the Carmella Instagram pic with a blackened eye and
yeah.
a just fucked up face.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Right?
Like, oh nope, I'm gonna take a tater and I'm gonna show everybody. Look at me. I hit in the face, yo.
Yeah. Well, and
Getting on the network.
here's fun match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a perfectly fine match. And it had enough toys in it. I guess, like, after seeing Hell in a Cell, after seeing False Count Anywhere,
Yeah.
and the expectations of the tables match coming up later, I guess I expected more. That's a me problem.
Well, I went in almost expecting like nothing because like you've got to. Well, they delivered on one part of that. I did not expect. I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected. I really don't. It's crazy, but the kendo stick work was worth it enough.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only tool they needed to really work with. They could do a lot with it, and they did. Like, it was a couple nasty shots.
Yeah.
Just wielding that shit like a baseball bat. Awesome.
Weird part.
We're going to get to it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Go for it.
Why was the ref counting them out?
Fucking, I don't know. I was
It's a no
making
DQ.
meds. I thought he got it like 7, and I was like, don't. No, what are you doing?
Why is he counting
Really?
in a no DQ? And then JBL tried to play. He's like, oh, yeah, there's countouts in this.
Sure, man. Cool.
I think maybe that wasn't supposed to happen, and for whatever reason, the ref was counting.
Was he just bored?
So,
Oh,
yeah,
7.
yeah, 1.
Really?
2. It's like, okay. All right. But see, and again, I feel like this takes away from the women's work, like what they were doing, because now suddenly it feels like just a regular match. It's supposed to be this no DQ match.
Yeah.
I think that kind of pulled away from my expectation, or raised my expectation. I don't know.
It's something about rules in wrestling.
Yeah.
I like for there to be rules and for those rules to be respected.
Well, and
But when they don't serve a purpose to advance the story of the match,
don't
get the hell out of the way. Don't try to enforce it then.
tell me that there's no rules and then have a rule.
There's a rule now.
Why?
Oh, God.
What's happening here? Why are you doing this? And again, it didn't take me completely out, but that's the first point. All right, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
I'm starting
cool.
to
It's
check
all
out a
about
little
this
bit.
stupid ref now. Great.
And see, you start doing a count out. Now there's less out of the ring work, which in a no DQ match, that's where the
fun,
brutality
that's where
can
the
happen.
magic happens.
And again, these women were brutal with each other. I feel like they were hitting hard. They were.
I can't believe this is a Bella that we grew up with coming out there and just, vicious monster.
And
I did not expect this out of Carmella. This is a hell of
Yeah.
a long way from being a valet in NXT.
Yeah. Again, both of them have come a really long way.
Carmella has been absolutely amazing. I've loved it. Yeah, the ring work doesn't match a Nikki Bella. The damn sure doesn't match a Becky Lynch.
No.
But you know what? She's found her niche and she's turning up her character to cover it, and that's enough. That makes you compelling. And I hear the music and I get happy. FAB shit. I can't speak. ULO. You know what the hell I mean.
BULOUS, yes.
That yes in the end screws me up. You son of a bitch. Messes with me. Ba-da-doomp, boo, boo. Yes, it's great. Oh, good Lord. At end of the match, Justin. I've never had occasion to use a fire extinguisher.
Right?
I had no idea that there was that much garbage in a fire extinguisher. Like, for real. Okay. I'm going to do an impression here with a fire extinguisher. You ready? Sufficient, right?
You'd think.
The white shit up the back, it's great. No, we're not done.
More.
There's still more. The fire extinguisher always looks like one of those easier spots to take that you could just sell the shit out of, like you're blinded and terrified, and oh god, I was really concerned for Carmella. It's like this is gonna is this like a CO2 thing? She really has some breathing issues. I was really worried, which I guess is good, but at the same time, I'm like, it's a big ass fire extinguisher. If there was just a cheap fire extinguisher shot at the end, and then the finish, I would have been fine with it. I'm not saying wield it like a harpoon and jab her in the face with it or anything, but the hand over the end and a little bumpski with it, a little something with it.
A little something.
Not just spray all of it out. It wasn't heavy anymore. It was light because it was empty. She emptied it. So part of me is like, man, that was excessively kind of stupid, and another part of me was like, I don't see how far this goes. So it's like, cool, chase her around the room, all the way across the ring, back across the ring, it's all over the place.
I feel like somewhere around here is where I'm like, please get Otunga off the table. Please.
No,
I know my first shut up Otunga came in the first match.
dude, yeah, absolutely.
But
Because you checked in later,
yeah.
and yeah, I was doing that too, but because we're watching live and we're doing our little commentary in our little chat channel, me, Justin, Matt, and whoever else. But Justin checking in late, so me and Matt can't throw out spoilers yet. But I was like, it's like less than 5 minutes in before I was like, oh because I want to give Otunga the benefit of the doubt. I want to work with the man here, but it was like less than 5 minutes. I was like, oh, shut up, shut up.
He's not getting any
And then he
better.
just had the giant watch. Because the sad thing is you've got Tom Phillips right there, who's just doing some plugs.
Yeah.
You've seen Tom
he's-
Phillips in
he's the
NXT.
host.
And you've seen the magic of Phillips and Graves. And Phillips can hold his own. He doesn't need to rely on Graves to be amazing. And he could fit in great with Morrow. And every time that JBL has learned to sit back a little bit because I think he recognizes how great Morrow is at selling a moment. Not since like Jim Ross. I mean, Michael Cole doesn't sell the moment like Jim Ross does. Morrow, you really feel like he's jumping around, and you'll see the camera pan over, and he's like really jumping out of his chair because he's super excited. He's selling it.
Yeah.
And that makes it easy for him to sell to you. But when I hear Otunga talk over Morrow, as Morrow's making something horribly poignant, his references are deep, and I love them. Meanwhile, Otunga's like, hey,
Dude.
Remember
Guy
that.
did a thing.
remember that.
Yeah.
Because
Remember
there's a
that
point.
feeling?
Remember, we're hating Otunga. And we don't want to hate Otunga.
No,
Oh, you might. I don't want to hate him.
I don't want to.
But there's a moment later on in the show where I will bring that up where it was like, no, he's done.
I don't want to hate the man. I want him to do well, but he doesn't. So what are you gonna do? End of the match, Nikki gets the big W to put Carmella down. Carmella immediately gets on the mic.
Good. Cool. Save face. Change the direction. What are you going to do? Establish some storyline?
Hey, you think that you just beat me because I beat you up. I didn't beat you up. It was Natalya.
Well, you put it far more eloquently than she did because it was horrible. It was a horrible setup and sell into it. But it's like, all right, okay, cool. That's what you're doing. And it didn't feel like it was. It was supposed to be like a parting shot, like yeah, one of those, right? Instead, it was I need to give you facts and information now. here they are. Goodbye. So, Carmella, no reason to lie, saying Natalya's the one that Nancy Kerrigan you backstage.
Right. So now we'll get Natty and Carmella first.
No, you know what we'll get? We'll segue to a promo of nice ass Natty trying to sell K Jewelers with a guy trying to propose his future wife in a ring somewhere. All I'm thinking is, didn't we just call her the bad guy? Didn't the bad guy just say she's a bad guy? She's a bad guy now, right?
Yeah, but
Now, every kiss begins with
right.
Ugh.
But
Oh no.
there's supposed to be doubt in our head. Like that's even what.
Yeah, but when you're selling shit, you'd send the good guy out there.
Well, she's supposed to be the good guy.
I know. So I don't. That was
'Cause we
that
don't
was
know
the
that.
Carmella line because she was selling. May have done this more masterfully than I originally gave her credit for. Your Total Divas friend there, Natalya,
Yeah.
pushing Total Divas. Smart.
Yeah.
This is a sell I didn't even see. Good for you. Good for whoever wrote that for you. Whoever slipped you a bullet point after getting shot with a fire extinguisher for 20 minutes. Here, read this, lady. I can't see.
Or
I
do anything.
really-
I'm frozen.
You want to do it or am I going to do it?
Go for it.
I was frozen today. There you go. Goddamn Christopher Lloyd rules.
That's true. So they're done, and it looks. I don't know where Carmella's gonna go because, like I said, briefly we're gonna get Carmella and Natalya
That's fine.
because Natty's gonna try to clear her name, but I think ultimately that leads to Nikki and Natty.
I'm good with that.
Oh, me too.
And because it's a secondary storyline in a division that already has another good top storyline.
Yeah, and
Yes.
and they've already touched on it because really, this starts back to Natty versus Nikki. Winner gets to be the captain of the Survivor Series team.
Right.
So this story has already been brewing. It's already been happening. So they just haven't flipped it yet to say, yeah, it was Natty, and now they're gonna wrestle. So,
Doubt, and you got 4 weeks or so for story development.
Yeah.
I like it.
yeah. And here's another thing: next time SmackDown's on pay-per-view is the end of January for the Royal Rumble,
Oh God, they don't have another one until Rumble's the next show for them.
which is good.
Yeah, very
Now
good.
we have lots of time to see more faces, maybe.
Intrigue.
Yeah.
Let that stuff brew. That's nice.
Yeah, so we've got some stories that we get to tell. We've got some new faces that are going to come in.
But
we've
they're not going to do an ECW pay per view.
we got to see.
It's that time of year, right?
We got to see.
Dismember to nobody remembers.
We got to see who from the roster is going to get into the Royal Rumble.
Mhm.
Lots and lots of story to tell.
God, that's going to be great with the roster split too, competing for spots.
Yes, because there's only 30, and Raw has already taken 2.
Mm-hmm. No shit.
But these are 2 major ones.
Spots.
2 major
Some
ones.
people transcend brand.
Yeah,
I don't care who drafted who.
yeah. Well, Goldberg technically didn't get drafted.
No.
Lesnar is drafted to
Raw.
But Goldberg just came in to fight Lesnar, and I guess it went really well. So
Well,
let's bring him on in.
3 spots taking the kids in there too. Just no shirt.
And no, Leslie, we were not shaming the 12. We were not body shaming the 12.
Oh God, no.
It was weird that there was a half-naked 12-year-old in the ring with old men. That's weird.
Just adrenaline happens and you make some bad choices. I've made bad choices.
Yes.
The adrenaline gets going. All of a sudden the pants are off. I understand this.
Mm-hmm.
I should have taken the top off. Kid's right. Kid's got a point. Kid's more built than I am. Jesus Christ. He's got genetics on his side, and I don't know. He probably doesn't. eat hot fries like a maniac.
Speaking of hot fries,
Good
I can't wait
kid.
to eat a couple of
Yeah.
these.
I'm eyeing him. I'm gonna reach over
No,
you.
nope.
I'm gonna come get them hot fries.
All right, so we're coming up in the top of the hour. We're gonna have to
What?
Yeah, we're gonna have to put off the rest of the pay-per-view to the other side. Plus, I wasted some time, so we're gonna have to do that at the top.
It's okay. You know, the other stuff we got to fill out the rest of the show is we can. We'll talk after. It's
Yeah.
fine. But yeah,
So, here's a couple things. Number one, you like this platform, you like this show, please go to radiofradio.com/shop. Buy the shirt.
Buy shirt.
We figured 3 shirts we can buy a transmitter. Sell 3 shirts we can buy a transmitter. It's gonna be like a 5-mile one. You know, it'll get like this neighborhood and maybe a couple other ones, but we'll be able to be on the FM band, and that would be fun, even if it is just around here.
It's a play thing. We want to play.
Yeah, and I mean it's not going to cost us much. We just have to sell a couple shirts to be able to afford it. There's some mic upgrades we'd like to do. You heard us talking about on GMYD. We want to upgrade some cameras. They don't cost much, but it would be nice to not have to come out of pocket for it.
Word.
It comes back to we're a community station. We want you involved, and you can help us get these things, and then come be part as well, and come utilize these things that we're getting with your money. We're not just saying this just because we think that's going to help sell. Is there a more open-ended relationship with a community than what we're doing here, Nathan?
The door is literally unlocked. If you
Yeah.
walked in, you would be on the show.
Yeah, if you wanted to come talk wrestling, gee, Matt never does, so you can.
Yeah,
You
he
sit
ain't-
right there.
Listen, Dick. Beat it. He's gonna come outside. He's so bad.
Well, he said maybe next week he'll come out. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens with him.
Door's always open.
The door, but again, it's our shows are easy to be a part of, and we are very welcoming, and it's a nice little spot in here. And
Phone line's always open too.
yes,
If you can't come in, if you're just listening live, you want to get it, 757-848-9520.
Did you just read that wrong? You did.
Oh, I'm
Are you
sorry. It says
dyslexic?
757-Titley20.
Yes, that's the one.
That's the one?
Yes, Tiddly 20. So, what else? So maybe $20 is too much. Maybe you don't want a shirt. Understandable. A bummer, but understandable.
Maybe you're Goldberg's kid. You got no need for shirts.
It's true too. Patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. You can go there for as little as $1 a month. That's $12 a year, man. That's what, a couple cups of coffee. Which, by the way, we have a coffee machine. We have a coffee machine now. You want some coffee? Come in and have some coffee with us. Also, here's something. Last week after the show, we talked about the possibility of moving the show to Tuesday mornings. We'd like your input on that, because before we do that, we'd like to know that people are going to listen. Because right now we're kind of up against Monday Night Raw, and it's like it's late too.
Tough sell.
It's a tough sell, and it's late. It would be easier. It would possibly be easier for us to do on a Tuesday morning. Well, Tuesday early afternoon, like Tuesday at noon.
Something.
Like, we haven't figured out the times, but if that would make you more apt to listen live, let us know. Or just make you more apt to listen, period. Let us know. We would like to know. And before we make a decision like that. So, in the meantime, let's play a tune, yeah? Play a tune, and then we'll come back and we'll finish talking about TLC. Sound like a plan?
For a show that felt quick and short, man, there's a lot more to talk about.
Yes.
I'm ready to get into it.
There's a lot more to talk about, and plus I wasted some time.
I'll tell you when I really started to hate Otunga.
Why did I waste the time?
I don't know.
We're going to talk about it, though, at the other side. So,
Oh, you did it again, didn't you?
did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. You don't have to.
I know I don't. That's what hurts the most. So we got Gregular here with Welcome to Regular, and we'll be right back. It's #Wrestlepals, only on our station, Radio Free Radio. Why is this thing doing this all the time to me now? Don't do this. Golly. Just play.
Here, I'll ask it nicely.
There we go.
Play, please. There you go. You're welcome.
get in, man.
I don't believe anybody ever used this theme. I don't know where it's from. I don't think it belonged to anybody ever.
I am your paragon of virtue,
Huh?
Ayatollah of rock and rolla. I am your role model. And you are all listening to Hour 2 because of me. Hashtag Wrestlepals is Jericho.
Boom. Yes, that's Jericho
There
in the
it is.
picture.
Look at him.
It's Jericho in that picture. Okay. No, he's in the corners. I forgot. This is
He never goes
stupid.
away.
No. Always watching.
Because why would he go away?
Always watching.
Good. I feel better this way.
This has become a thing, Justin.
Good.
Jericho in a stupid mask. Stoopy.
Makes me so happy.
It does to me too.
Because you know what didn't make me very happy?
What didn't make you happy?
Hoovy versus Conan.
What the hell are you doing?
Because I'm watching 98 Nitro.
You don't have to.
And I just came up to 98 Uncensored.
Okay.
And Conan versus Hoovy happened on that. I fell asleep. I don't know if it's an indication of the card or if I was just tired. But I will say that it happened at like noon today.
Sun high in the sky, tumbleweeds blowing through.
In fairness, I don't sleep very much. So
No.
it is possible that I was just tired. I'm not sure.
It takes a bit to put you down, man.
Yeah.
Hoovy did it.
So I
The juice is snooze.
I definitely wasted some time. But that's not even the worst waste of time I had today. Well, before we hop back into TLC,
Oh yeah, want to cover this?
yeah, let me waste your time.
Are you
since
gonna?
I
Are
wasted
you
my
okay?
time.
You gonna do your running commentary? You got your commentary up there?
Yeah, let me.
I'm gonna sit back and just revel in your
So,
sadness.
firstly, the first thing I said is clearly I hate myself.
To which I was like, "What? What does that mean? Oh." I think it's put O. I knew exactly what it meant.
Yeah.
What were you doing, Justin?
Watching Impact Wrestling. Now it was labeled as December 1st, which would have been last week's show, which is because I missed the Thanksgiving show.
Oh,
And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to skip that one because we had 2 pay-per-views to go over last week. I was
Right.
like, there's no need to try to cram me watching Impact into it because it's just going to hurt me anyway. Let's skip it.
A valid statement that you should apply most weeks, most every week, or just every week.
So I start watching it, and lo and behold, good open.
No,
They start with like a whole series of the Hardys, Edwards, and DCC, like a nice little video package.
okay.
I'm like, okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was like my complaint more often than not is they just kind of do some stupid video and then they just kind of go into the show.
Okay.
I was like, this is a nice little thing of this is what's going to be happening on the show. This is what we're going to focus on the show today.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay. You know, like I'm still not in, but I'm like,
It's a preview. It's
Cool.
a tease. It's building a show.
right. And then they open with the Jeff Hardy coming out to the ring, and he's talking. And you know what? I'm not a huge fan of talking segments first, but at least it went with the open. And I'm like, oh, cool, great. And then he starts talking about it's Thanksgiving and it's time for it. And I was like, oh, this is the wrong show. This is not the one I'm supposed to be watching. So I had to find the actual December 1st show.
Oh boy.
And so they open with Broken Matt Hardy on the actual December 1st show. How he goes back from being broken Matt Hardy to becoming broken Matt Hardy, which was a lightning strike, by the way.
Obviously.
It was he got struck by lightning, and that's how he gets rebroken.
The 7 deities graced him with
Yeah.
a.
And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not a fan of this, but if they open with like the Hardys or DCC or something like that, cool.
All right.
Hallelujah! Aaron Rex comes out. I was like, wait,
That makes sense.
no.
Doesn't?
Doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think it did. I said that, and the sentence got confused on its way out of my face.
So here's a quote that Aaron Rex actually says before the match.
Okay.
In the last few months, I have established this as the #1 title in this industry. Speaking of the Grand Championship. Do you know what the Grand Championship is? Do you remember its rules? And
Grand Championship. That's the the top title in Chikara. I know. No,
No, how about
Something
the
different?
the Impact Wrestling one?
no. Is this the 3-round horseshit
Yes.
brawl for all?
Mhm.
Is this the brawl for all title?
Yeah.
Butterbean involved?
Nope.
Should be, might be. You don't know.
So
You ain't watching.
Aaron Rex issues an open challenge for his grand championship. I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll get a good match here.
Okay.
So music hits. I don't know whose music. It's some music.
Wait.
Which I've
so
definitely heard before.
He's not out there for Broken Matt. Broken
not
Matt's
out-
just out there to say hi, everybody. Going away now.
No, that was like just a video package of him at his home, like the Broken Matt.
Goddamn, ROH
Segments.
is booking Matt Hardy better than Impact is.
Yeah.
You see that? Because they're teasing Hardy's going into ROH challenging Young Bucks, right?
Okay.
And I saw a video of they had Vanguard 1 buzzing around the ring and the goddamn Young Bucks double super kick.
Oh.
Vanguard 1.
Nice.
Brilliant. Meanwhile, Matt Hardy's just sitting at home. I got struck by lightning again. I'm fucked up again. Fucked up Matt Hardy. Yay.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
2 and then Aaron Rex is fighting.
So the music hits. I'm not sure whose it is,
Could be anybody.
but Aaron Rex and it sucks because I've definitely heard this music before. I didn't realize I had, but I had. And Aaron Rex goes, no, hit Grado's music, not whoever. And then they pan over and it's Moose.
You big fan of Moose? Moose gave up how many millions in the NFL to? I get it, live your dream, but you've already you've already got a dream. Which
No,
hold on. Okay.
It takes some time, man. Like, why are we rushing with this guy? He clearly needs more work. So, anyways, he comes out and beats Aaron Rex in like a minute.
Takes the title away.
Takes the title. God damn it. Okay. Well, I mean,
Most
whatever.
prestigious in this.
Right. So, I mean, I don't care about Aaron Rex anymore anyway. But I'm like, this is the taste. They've now already have 2 strikes. They're only 2 segments into the show, and I'm already tuning out. I'm already not caring.
Yeah.
But at this point, they start hyping for the main event, which is a cage match, 6-sided cage match between.
Ooh, does that look weird?
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's Jade and old girl in she's with the weirdos and the paints.
Oh, not
Decay.
Daphne. Shoot, I was all
Mary
about
Sue.
her. Crazy Mary?
No, Steve.
No, her name's not Steve.
No, that's Crazy Steve, isn't it?
It's Crazy Steve.
Abyss and
Rosemary.
Rosemary. That's her.
Because that's the gimmick there. Rosemary's Baby. Gotcha.
So they start selling that. I'm like, why was that not the open? If this is your main event, why is that not the open to the program?
Well, yeah, give them a reason to stay. Nope. No, just surprise it on you at the end. Hope you stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, they did a great job saying, "Hey, this is going to be our main event. This is going to be our main event."
Okay,
Throughout the
okay.
show. So I missed last week's show. And 2 weeks ago,
You can't even get into how mad you are about the actual product. They just can't present what product they have well.
Right.
Structurally, it's like you started building the roof. You got no foundation. What's wrong with you?
Gail Kim showed up 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I presume she was going to retire or she was injured or something. She said
Okay.
she had a major announcement. She called Jade out, and as she's trying to talk to her, and she's, "Hey, you great. You're gonna be the division. You're gonna be women's wrestling."
Carry on my legacy
Yeah.
of something or other. I
And
don't care.
while that's happening, Rosemary comes out and lays them both out.
Sweet.
And, nothing amazing, but it was something.
Yeah.
Again, if your plan is let's put this in the main event, which again is fine, why not lead with that? Hey, this is why you should watch today.
Right.
Because this is going to happen in our main event.
Just structurally piss poor. You can't even bitch about the product because structurally it's so bad.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's go back to my notes.
Because oh boy, you didn't shut it off right then and just
I
say
should have. I fucking should have. Oh, here's a note. If I was Aaron Rex, and I mean this, if I was Aaron Rex, I would just be Mizdow. I would just be Mrs. Stunt Double in TNA.
Mrs. Hot as could be right now.
Yeah, totally. I would literally just do that. I would come out and start
Steal
doing Miz
all
stuff.
of it.
Yes, Yes. Why not?
I don't know.
It worked for him before. I'm just saying, I would do that.
Do something. Goddamn.
And then goddamn Moose is my next note.
Goddamn
And
Moose.
the chant during the minute-long match, Moose is going to kill you, comes up by, like, I don't know, 5 people.
5.
5 people were yelling it.
No, we don't
Moose
get
is going to kill you. And my note to that is, how? Boredom?
Oh, my God. Slow-ass discus clothesline. You know the answer to this. Bang.
My next note was, Moose is your new Grand Wizard. So,
I'm going to blame the autocorrect on that one there.
no. So why reveal who the DCC are if we are still wearing masks and altering their voices? So
Who are the DCC?
Bram, James Storm, and some other guy.
Yeah, you made a good choice there, Mr. Storm. That's where you need to be.
Yeah.
We're going to put a mask on you, too, so nobody knows who the hell you are.
It's Kingston ended up being the guy. Is the guy the third guy? His name's Kingston.
Not Eddie Kingston, is it?
I don't know
Okay.
because
I
he was
like
wearing a mask.
I like Eddie Kingston.
So I don't know.
Bram.
The
didn't
wife
he-
beater
Yeah, I was about to say.
who's still with the company.
Oh, I got confused. I thought he was in the NFL, where they allow such.
So yeah, for whatever reason, all 3 come out still in masks. James Storm with a microphone, and they're altering his voice on microphone. But we know it's James
Oh
Storm.
my God! So we're not going to let you get over on your image, your name, or anything. It's just
They went into some
I'm
convoluted.
gonna go make you work, you idiot.
They went into some convoluted explanation as to why they're still wearing the masks, but I didn't care. It's like I know who you are. Why are you doing this? I don't give a shit. Why did we reveal you if it doesn't matter that we know who you are yet?
Are they trying to be like an anonymous ripoff?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't understand.
but you're not though.
You're not. We know who you are. Like, why did we reveal you if it doesn't matter who you are? Then you should have stayed anonymous, so we could continue not knowing who you are. and
There's
the
nothing
intrigue.
more ominous than anonymous. But you're James Storm, and your mic's broken. Sure, the mics just weren't broken.
No,
They're on hard
no, they
times
did that
there,
on
Justin.
purpose. Hey, guess what happened next? I'm really trying to.
You
blaze
turned
through
it
this.
off,
got-
and then you went
God,
away.
please. I
Okay,
wish
go
I would
ahead.
have. Mandrews.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'll ask the question.
Yeah,
What the fuck is a mandrews?
a guy with a skateboard. He came out with a
Oh my God,
skateboard.
no, really?
Yeah, he came out with a skateboard, and
Like old school Johnny Ace?
it was him.
Is he a radical dude?
him, DJ Z, and the other guy, Braxton Sutter.
Sure.
They're a team.
Tony Braxton. Got it.
and They had a match for the X Division Championship. It was fine. It is what it is.
Okay, cool.
You know, one point, your boy with the skateboard goes up the ramp,
Mm-hmm.
gets on the skateboard, and it goes. I don't know what he was trying to do. Gets clotheslined. Cool. Great. I mean, I guess he's trying something cool.
Moose is gonna kill you
Moose is gonna kill you, and so is Impact Wrestling is gonna kill me.
by atrophy.
Why am I watching this? God damn it! Why am I watching this?
I didn't force you to.
No, nobody did, and God, why?
I was watching you do it live. I almost called the authorities and had them come over and help you.
This is my only note from the next segment. This Maria and Ali segment is awful. It was terrible. And again, I'm pretty forgiving.
Especially if Maria.
I love me some Maria.
Mm-hmm.
She hot. She good on the mic. Not here. This was terrible. Al Snow apparently wrestled last week.
Oh God. All right. Okay. What does everybody want? To go home.
To not watch this.
Please stop.
Please never do this again. EC3 is the number 1 contender because apparently we have to have a number 1 contenders match every week.
No pay-per-view, man. It's got to have a reason to watch.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not special.
He confronts the Namer of Dummies in the back.
Oh my God! I learned that last week.
Yeah. He said,
Eli Drake.
I'm going to give you a title shot. All you have to do is say the word. I'm mildly amused by this. All you have to do is say the word, Eli, and you can have a title match when I win it. That all you have to do is say the word. And he goes, say the word. And Eli Drake doesn't say anything. And EC3 walks off. He goes, "Okay, I'll see you never." Mildly entertained by that.
Right.
I really like the presentation of EC3. I feel like I said this last week. I like the presentation of him. I kind of dig the character. I kind of dig what he's trying to do.
That's a guy invested in his own character and making it work as best he can.
Right. I'm still not sure about his in-ring work. I don't think I've seen a match yet, except for one a couple weeks ago.
Well,
To get into a place to where he
they're
could be
going
number
in
one
there with
contender.
no story and probably no agent or anything
Yeah.
booking for any reason. They're just, I don't know, go call a match. Okay.
And that was my last note. I know there was a segment where EC3 is in the ring with Eddie Edwards, and EC3 says something about being a killer and things, being a
Word.
champion, and that's what a champion does. And then was the main event, and the main event was fine. Again, they did a great job of saying, "Hey, this is going to be the main event. You should stick around for it."
Okay, good.
But they should have led with that.
Should have led with that.
They should.
That's just basic shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is basic storytelling.
Yeah.
Not even wrestling, like basic storytelling.
Because I didn't even know that.
Here are your people to care about.
Again, I missed last week's show, so I didn't know.
A lot of people did, Justin.
I didn't know that there was. I may have to just tap
No,
out
no.
for real. Like,
Okay, I thought you were going to say go back and watch it. I was like, don't do that. No,
I
it's
may
fine.
have to just tap out for real. Like, just stop doing this to myself because I was pretty angry
But how
the
else
entire
will
time.
we find out what the hell a Mandra is?
I've done what 6 of these 5, and I don't feel any better about watching it, and I don't feel like there's anything cohesive happening, and it's gonna get worse.
You're like a man that's gone to war. You've been desensitized.
Corgan has been run out,
Yeah.
so like the little hope I had for the company is gone. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know if I can do that anymore. If you guys are enjoying it, I will do it.
I don't have to.
If you guys listening to the program, let me know. I will continue to torture myself if you're enjoying the analysis.
Hey, people.
If that's what you call
You
it.
doing this to Justin? Don't do this to Justin. Tell him he can stop. You could tell him he could stop. Or if you want to hear him hurt,
Because it does. It really does hurt. I'm sorry, but it really does.
poor Justin.
I'm a wrestling fan, and I enjoy wrestling. And
Making you hate wrestling, Justin.
I am very willing to let a lot of things slide. Very much so.
You've warmed up to the namer of dummies.
No, I haven't.
It's the only thing you've got.
No, I have a warming towards EC3, if
Rosemary.
anything. I didn't hate her.
She's great.
Don't love Jade, and she's the one that I'm supposed to because she's a baby face.
It's whatever.
She's local too, Mia Yim.
Oh, shit.
She trained like in VCW.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is, and that means again I will continue. If you, the listener, are enjoying listening to me suffer, I will continue to do it. Otherwise, I don't know if I can do it to myself anymore.
Or you can free him from this weird obligation that he feels he has.
I can go.
Only you
I'll go back to 98.
can save the hashtag Wrestle Justin.
I'll go,
Wrestlepals Justin.
I'll go back to 98 Nitro. Speaking of going back to things, how about we bring it on back to TLC because that's much more enjoyable to talk about.
Hell yeah.
So we left off we were going into the Intercontinental Championship
We were.
match.
We were. Every kiss begins with the tell you killed him.
So we have The Miz taking on Dolph Ziggler, which,
Oh my God, haven't we seen this? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great too.
and it was, and literally the only thing that was lacking was story going in, because I feel like story wise I've had enough,
Yeah.
but match wise they continue to deliver.
They did try to build it a few times, like this is the final confrontation, this is the last time, this is
Yeah.
the blow off, the final battle between these two. They'll wrestle again. They
They will.
They like it and they're good at it, and it'll be great. But for this time round, y'all got to go different directions.
Yeah, please. Again, because I don't want to be worn out on it. I'm really enjoying their matches right now. Number one, Dolph is bringing out something amazing in Miz.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the way he was working Dolph's knee,
Yeah.
wrapping it around the ladders and just coming up with different ways to work the leg, work the knee.
That's some vicious, weird stuff.
Yes,
These
and
spots you haven't seen before.
no, and it's great to see that from Miz.
Innovator.
Because it's innovation, and you know what? say what you want, Daniel Bryan was right about him. He was lazy before. I never had a problem with him, but he was just a guy on the roster.
He was
before.
serviceable.
He was, exactly, precisely.
A good hand.
Yep, and he could come out and he could talk and he could, he could get somebody else over. He could, but now he can work too, and it's amazing to see. Man, I can't say enough about what a year the Miz has had.
Yeah,
and going hand in hand with that, Dolph selling for him. Dolph has been just outstanding on the other end of that feud.
Yeah, and Dolph's done an amazing job. His job is to get Miz up and over.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Again, I feel like I said this a couple months ago. This Miz, I buy wrestling for a world championship.
Yeah.
This Miz, I can see main eventing.
And we've talked about before, does Dolph oversell? Does Dolph do too much? Does he make it more about his performance showing off with his selling abilities?
Yeah.
This felt appropriate.
Yeah.
And it was the appropriate match for it, and it looked good as a result.
And again, Dolph looking amazing in a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
how about that, huh?
yeah, his ladder match, he succeeds at ladder matches.
Yeah.
But ultimately he failed because he lost.
Yeah.
Miz retains the Intercontinental Championship.
You know what? No interference from Maurice,
No?
which is nice to see. She's obviously the magician assistant's suit is far too tight. She couldn't move.
She couldn't get in there.
No, it was just chafing a little. It's fine. But one big giant dick kick.
Yeah.
Perfectly legal, perfectly within the rules. Well done.
South of the border.
Oh, the peninsula south of the. Gotta work on tomorrow, because nobody has as colorful. It's like, did Morrow just say he got kicked in the dick? But like, in a way you'd be comfortable saying it to a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
He got all. I saw it in the peninsula and south of the belt there. Oh. All right, cool, man.
He's a wordsmith, that Morrow and all. He's terrific.
He definitely smithing them words.
Yeah.
Sure.
So another tremendous match, and I didn't expect anything less. Tremendous match, and
Again, every time we go into it, I think it's going to be a throwaway. Like, oh yeah, this will fill some time. No,
this was great.
Is probably the second best match on the show. I mean, the main event's the main event.
Yeah,
but this was definitely elevated the Intercontinental title too.
Damn right it did. This is one of the better matches in the feud too. The one at No Mercy.
That was the one.
That was the one.
Yeah,
because that was the one that could have been a main event.
Yeah.
This one, because of the lack of story going in, couldn't have been. Like, I didn't have that feeling. Man, I need to see this. I don't know what. I had the feeling Miz is retaining. Like, there's nothing else makes sense coming out of this match. Miz had to retain here. So Miz does indeed retain. Again, a tremendous match. I don't have a lot to say about it other than at one point, Dolph looked dead. Then he gets up to push the ladder out from Miz. Miz is dangling. And again, this speaks to where Miz is now. Miz wouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
last year.
The hit him with the goddamn ladder while he was hanging.
Yeah. And then he just drops.
Damn.
And I was like, oh! I thought he really,
He sold it like he tweaked the hell out of that leg.
the rest of the match, he's, hobbling
I was
around.
ready for that X to go up as he was laying on the floor.
I thought so, too. I really did. I really thought, oh, well, shit, Miz never gets hurt, and now he has.
You had to say something.
Yep. And so, but he, apparently not.
And still feeding the yes chance. That's what I'm going to call them. They're not yes chance. Yes. And then the corner drop kicks with the ladders.
Yes.
Serving so many purposes. Brutal, mocking, and some other ones. Okay, 2 purposes. Fuck it.
Well, in further story for hopefully later, because this is what I want to talk about. Talking Smack.
Good stuff.
The very end of Talking Smack, Miz and Maurice come out. And it doesn't take long before Daniel Bryan and Miz are shouting at each other, yelling.
Oh, they're comfy with it now too. They know where each other is.
Yeah.
Ooh, one bad thing at the end of the match itself. Crowd was behind Miz at this point. They were ready to cheer both of them. Miz takes the mic. Nope, he turns the crowd right back off him. I'm a winner. Y'all are loser. You guys suck. This place is a bunch of dicks, and I don't like any of you. You're jerks.
I
And then
forgot.
they're all like, Boo!
See, I forgot to go back to that because as I'm watching, my internet crapped out.
Oh shit!
So
Well,
like
that
I
was
missed the promo.
it was exactly what needed to be there. Good
Well-
for him.
Well, because it plays into where we're going here because he starts that off by saying, I want to dedicate this to Daniel Bryan. our
Oh,
general
so
manager."
good.
That's amazing. And so they get in each other's faces.
Yeah.
They are shouting. They are yelling back and forth. And again, that line is blurred. It's hard to tell because, D-Bry calls him a hack. He goes, "You're a hack. You're a hack before you came on talking smack and yelled at me."
But he's also coming out with that begrudging kind of, yeah, you're getting
Better. This right here, last night, what they did on Talking Smack, you can't go back now. Give me that fucking match. You cannot do that and not give me the match. You can't. That's unfair because that is exactly what that is.
We'll get in. It's one thing in tidbits I'll have to talk about.
Okay. Now again, if you've got somebody that like a Slater,
Yeah.
D-Bry's a fan of Slater. You have a guy like Slater. If you want Slater to be the
That's-
avatar leading in,
Yeah,
cool.
Brian's champion, if you will.
Yes, but ultimately at Mania, you got to give me D-Bry versus Miz. You have to at this point. You've put entirely too much into this, and don't make me watch this story and then not give me.
That'd be a hell of a match, dude.
It would. And can you imagine how hard D-Bry's gonna hit? Because it's been so long since he's been in the ring. I'm just saying. Stop doing this to me if you're not giving me the match. And I feel like last night is the no return point. Like, now I want the match. I need the match.
It can't just be authority figure versus Miz here. It's
Right.
yeah, it's you want the one-on-one.
Yes, I want that one-on-one. And again, like before last night, maybe they could have walked me back from it.
Right.
Last night, where they're shouting at each other's faces, you can't. No, you've crossed the line. I need it now. Speaking of needing, we need to move on to the next match.
Wow, this one should have been garbage. It's Kalisto and Corbin. Chairs match.
Yeah, just that alone.
We've seen this. I don't care. Yeah, he does that sleeve, this whole thing. That's cool. I like that. It's easy, Lucci. Yeah, cool. Corbin, big sluggish or half-ass
Chairs.
monster.
It's a chairs match.
They're not gonna really using them. No.
This match way overperformed.
This should have been the come down
This should
popcorn
have been
match.
this
And
should have been boring.
They dared you to go away.
I couldn't.
First of all, Kalisto comes in. Man, he's fired up.
Yes.
Looking for all them chairs. Where the hell are all them chairs at? Looking under the rings, lifting up the apron, digging for chairs. No chairs to be found. They're all set up. They're all right behind him. Every single one of them. Every chair that's ever been.
Yeah.
There's lazy boys. There's some piano benches. Every chair that's ever existed. Right behind him. Then he throws them in the ring. Because I'm mad.
Kalisto looked great in this match, dude. Like, not only just taking the beatings, just like some of the risks he's taking. Like, he looked like he belonged.
He did a lot of firing up of the crowd type moves.
Yeah.
That the quick head turny thing, like what I'm so sorry, which plays a little hacky over TV, but it's supposed to be for the crowd. So it's like it's almost like a stage play that's happening in the ring. And if you're performing like you're performing on a stage for a play, it might play well to the audience, but over the camera to the home audience, it feels a little weird.
Yeah.
And that's this weird line that they're blowing. He's stage playing, and as a television audience, like, oh, he's playing to the audience there. It's beside the point. That's
I've never
because there's somebody else in the car that did it amazingly.
I've never had much of a problem with Kalisto.
Yeah.
But he's always just kind of been this bit player.
Yeah.
Including his United States Championship reigns earlier this year that were forgettable.
He was a tool to move it around a little bit.
Completely forgettable. You forget that he's a 3-time?
You don't even know.
He beat Del Rio, lost to Del Rio, beat Del Rio, right? I think that's as many times as it got traded.
Sounds about right.
So 2-time, whatever. I don't care. But
because it didn't serve anything.
It did nothing,
and it devalued the belt.
It did that. John Cena worked so hard to put value on, and then I this Kalisto is somebody I could see vying for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
I totally see that now.
This was more Rey Mysterio than
Yeah.
random luchador.
Yes. And
Because he's a horribly talented. He's an amazingly talented guy,
yeah.
but you got to give him the right format to get it done. And this was it.
This was absolutely it. And on the other hand, Corbin, just a beast.
Corbin has felt like kind of a sloppy mess here and there, but this gave him some tools to cover up some of that ring work and this dirty old yoga pants he's wearing to the ring.
And he got to ragdoll somebody.
It's good. He's a big giant beast who got to look like a big giant beast.
Yes. And he definitely threw Kalisto around a lot. Again, he gets the big W, which, obviously he
needed it.
And I feel like Kalisto doesn't come out any worse for the wear for
No,
it.
because he's going up against a monster holding his own.
Yeah. And he looked great doing
They both come out elevated,
Yeah.
which is good. It's hard to take a loss and move up,
Yes.
but he has.
Absolutely. And then I've been saying this over and over and over again. Talking smack is the best thing that's happened to Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Because he just goes on there and he acts like more of an asshole. And it's great
Well
because I hate him. But for all the right reasons. I'm not supposed to like him. I hate the dude. He comes out there, he acts so
I'm
smug.
friggin' great. Why am I not in the main event? These are the words you need to be saying.
And it's cool because on one hand, here's why. On one hand, he has a point. You know what I mean? On one hand, he has a point.
And on that point, he also believes it too. You can tell he believes it too. Why am I not like the top of?
Why am I not beating AJ Styles?
Frustrated. This is stupid. I hate you all.
Yes.
Yes, that's him. That ain't a character. He ain't that good of an actor.
No. And he's killing it.
Yes.
It's the best thing to happen to him. And
Unleash that.
now you just got to figure out where does he play, because clearly at this point he's got another feud before he does actually go into that main event stratosphere.
Or even into belt work.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see who the hell that ends up against, because I don't who else is elevated enough that can put him to that next level.
Well, you've got. Well, no, he had that long Ziggler feud.
Well, Ziggler's free now, or at least he
He's
better be.
free, but we had that long Ziggler thing in the past. And maybe if you got Slater moving off into the mid card upper, playing around
Okay.
with the belt, what's Rhino doing? Rhino, this beast that's been roaming the plains for ages,
And they've worked.
against this lone wolf.
They've
Yeah.
worked before
Yeah.
on NXT, so at least they wouldn't be strangers. Okay, I can take. I'll take a Rhino and Corbin.
Mhm.
It's serviceable. It's a bigger name.
Watch the lone wolf put the beast down.
Yeah,
The man beast. Sorry,
the man
beast.
beast. Yes, the beast is somebody else. The man
Yes,
beast.
yes, yes.
So again, like this chairs match way outperformed.
Yeah.
It had no right being as good as it
Good
was.
use of the stip. I mean, they were everywhere and they used the hell out of them.
Yep.
God, Kalisto did that one. It's like, goddamn, like almost like it turned it into like a knee drop.
Yeah.
That just it hurt my. I can feel my knees swelling just thinking about it.
Yeah, dude.
That shot, look, because he was hitting the bottom of the chair,
Yes.
just right on the ridge, right underneath the patellas. It just looked like he was going to blow knees over the first three rows. Oh,
He took a end of days on the chairs too, I believe.
good.
Oh, Whew,
it's one of those moves that it's probably not as bad as it looks, but damn it, he made it look good.
because he's smooth with it. It's
Yeah.
just like a constant movement.
Yeah.
Blam. Done and done. That moves us to the women's championship match, which was Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch in a tables match.
Now, when you talk about somebody who, this is what I was talking about between stage play and television play. Alexa Bliss, I feel, is really translating into television.
Yes.
She's playing beyond everything, and she's bigger than the arena, and it plays to the TV. Like when they introduce her and they boo her in the arena, she's whatever.
Yes.
Oh my God! I know your character. I know who you are. You've established who you are in one action,
Yep.
and it played over TV. That's really you, and you were big enough to convey it to the audience, but subtle enough to portray it to the home audience.
Beautiful.
It's hammered home. Yes, she is. She's very.
She is, yes.
She's very lovely. 5 inches or 5 inches. No, that's something different.
That's-
5 feet of her.
I I have a weird sense of pride in her. It's not like the same pride that I have in Bailey's work, because
Oh, the engaged lady. The engaged old
would.
lady.
you freaking would.
Plenty of adorable efficiency.
But Alexa, like, how fast she's gotten so good,
Yeah.
because she was good on NXT.
Mhm.
You know, like, you could tell that there was something there. But
She was working hard and improving every week.
and I thought for sure, like,
The
she
beauty
was
of the
gonna-
good people in NXT is you watching that improvement.
Yeah, I thought for sure she was going to get lost on SmackDown. Like,
Uh-huh.
we weren't going to see.
She was one of the surprise call-ups. Like,
Yeah,
really?
exactly. I didn't see.
Same
it
thing
coming.
with Carmella.
Yep, and both have done excellent work,
Mm-hmm.
specifically on character. But I feel like Alexa's work as a character and her in-ring work have both grown exponentially.
She's got character and the psychology to go with it.
Yes.
She's bratty and nasty and making it work.
And in the meantime, you know,
You got Becky, who is like the best
yes,
as far as making somebody look good and looking good herself. She's the best. She'd make anybody look good.
I
And-
loved. We mentioned this. I don't know if this came up on the show or not, but so here's where I got upset at the crowd, because a couple minutes into the match, the crowd, we want tables.
Sure,
Well, it's a tables match.
you get them. Don't worry.
Number one, you'll get them. Number two, you guys realize the match is over if a table comes out and somebody goes through it.
This is when the crowd was at their worst. This is when they needed a come down match, or they're used to having a come down match,
Yeah.
and this is not a come down match.
No, it wasn't.
This is high stakes, and I forgot what I was gonna say.
But this is where the JBL chant came up.
Mm-hmm.
Came out during this match.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. The match suffered from what all tables matches suffer from. The I have to go set up a table now,
Yeah.
and it gave them enough time to be a-holes.
Yeah. Well, that's,
JBL.
but that's the upsetting part.
JBL.
The whole drama of a tables match is setting up the table, having it be there for when is that going to get used.
Uh-huh.
Like on the old show, like that's one thing I learned from Zach is no, that's the story of
Yeah.
a tables match is eventually we're going to use this.
There is danger right there. Danger is afoot.
And it doesn't have to be a constant. It doesn't have to be. It's a present danger. It doesn't have to be a constant present danger, because just being there set up, it's a present danger. It's
Right.
there, and it's in the name of the match. It's a tables match. You know it's going to happen. That's the only way the match ends. If somebody goes through a table, the suspense is one of these two women is going to go through the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's the suspense. Shut the fuck up for a minute and just watch how they get there. Because you had your dumb little chance and you missed a really good match.
Yeah, the a-holes are at every show, man.
Well, it bums me out because, like, at Backlash, there was a-holes there for sure. But, like, they didn't have a come-down match at Backlash.
Right.
And I don't feel like we had that, you know, again, there was, like, some rogue bullshit chance, but I don't feel like we had those a-holes. Other
Yeah.
than some booze for Dean, but I understand that because he's up against AJ.
Right.
So, and then I feel like we didn't have that at No Mercy, really, either. Like, I feel like SmackDown has been good at that. What was it about this card at this venue?
I don't know, man.
This is the shittiest I feel like this is the shittiest the crowd's been since the brand split.
And it wasn't the show. It was
Clearly not.
definitively the venue.
Yeah. Somebody online said it was mania fatigue.
I don't think so.
I don't get that.
Because these
Mania-
people paid and they went and they had a hell of a show put in front of them. And it's just, and it didn't seem like they were mic'd bad because the individual a-holes, you heard them. But
Yes.
what are you going to do? You know, just didn't work. What are you going to do?
Before we, I forgot about this, and I'm really sorry.
What's up?
There's a big show this Saturday at FM Restaurant. Out of the Furnace is playing, and they're going to be benefiting. I want to say it's like a food drive for the homeless. So like didn't want to not mention that. So if you're not doing anything Saturday, and you're not going to go see the Gloom, go see FM or go to FM and go see Out of the Furnace. Great band for a great cause.
Steve.
Yes, sir. I hate that I had to bring that up right in the middle of the conversation,
man, no.
but I also did not want to forget that. So,
They're good peeps and supportive dudes.
yeah. And so match comes to a close as Becky is on the outside wrestling around with Alexa. Alexa slips underneath and powerbomb.
Eye rake first.
Yes. Heel.
Very good.
Bad girls doing bad things.
Oh, what?
She's my number 2 right now.
Oh, Jesus.
As favorites, like as
Okay.
favorite. She's my second favorite women's wrestler right now. Bailey is hands down my first. I don't know if she can be my favorite wrestler period anymore because
She ain't cute like Bret Hart. Is that what you're trying to say?
well, I just mean fucko there had to put a ring on it because he's a douche. I should kick him in his teeth, garbage can. Hate him. He dumb.
I'm gonna find his Twitter. I'm gonna tell him.
Dumb.
You. Nah, he's pretty smart.
You lock that down. You get that, you lock it down. So, on the way out, interesting, they go to interview Becky.
Oh, smart. I like this.
And I don't want to talk about this right now. I don't feel so good. Really feel like I let myself down.
Yeah.
She doesn't give like a big thing. Like, man, I want my rematch. It's just I need to get out of here.
It's sold better that way.
Yeah. Yep.
Still high on the emotions. The adrenaline's still there. Adrenaline and sadness together.
Yep.
Fun little cocktail.
Yeah. And now let's take it again to. I'm tying them right to Talking Smack because
That's fine.
I don't want to. We've got a lot to cover yet. So, in a weird spot, but understandably weird, Alexa Bliss comes in onto the show out of character, like kind of weepy and like really just.
She's really proud, man.
Yeah.
They had the mom there and gave that little story. You know what? That's okay to be endearing, and then she goes right back to being bratty.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what? It's enough to make you care about her. It's like, oh, she's real people too. It's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be on Total Diva season 4. It's gonna be awesome.
But she was adorable. Like that those moments of realness, she was absolutely adorable.
Because look, we know scripted. We know predetermined. We know they all get along and they're not going to have a real fight out there. So it's nice to get the glimpse of this is somebody that you feel really deserves it and is doing amazing work.
And she is. Like that's a
And
meteoric
then
rise.
pull that curtain back.
Yep.
Back in front and like, okay, go back to being bad.
Yep. And she did. And
You
she did a great
bet.
job at it. And good on her. She's earned it. She's done, again, like
She's gonna be put in a position to earn it.
Yep.
And I think she'll excel.
And it's nothing bad about Becky, but like almost like Ambrose, I feel
Chase
almost-
mode.
Chase mode is better for Becky anyway.
Yep.
And she'll get a lengthy reign, but right now she's in the history books.
Yeah, that was a very important role to be that inaugural.
Yeah.
And now she gets to chase for the title.
Yep. And she will win it back at some point.
Yeah, and she's got the a division enough where they're invested in getting more than one storyline going.
Mm-hmm.
Not just here's the title.
And that's the only one you're seeing.
6 girl middle rope battle royal
Yes.
for number 1 contender. 6-sided cage.
She's gonna
Holy
get-
shit, we're on Impact.
She's going to get to work, and she's going to get to wrestle like a lot of different.
And be devious.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be great.
looking forward to it. And that brings us to the main event. Yes.
Sure.
The main event TLC match between AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
Ambrose amazing in chase mode.
Yeah, way better, man.
And you know what? A match like this is. I know he had one. He had a. Was it? I think it was a TLC match with Bray. I know it was at TLC. Maybe it was not a TLC match, but regardless, I feel like this is one of the best singles matches we've gotten out of Dean.
Yeah.
Because he got.
It's AJ, dude.
Well, yeah, but you said this last week. I think this was the match we should have gotten at Mania. Like this is the Dean we should have gotten at Mania.
Yeah.
Like taking crazy risks, doing crazy things, and really taking swipes and putting a hurting on somebody.
And you know what? And it was weird with going in chase mode. AJ is definitively the heel, and Dean is definitively the face. But you know, once the match started, it was just 2 competitors at the top of their game, and that was great. I didn't need the heel versus face dynamic. These were just 2. Dean got overshadowed because AJ is an amazing performer, and he's just getting better.
Yes.
He's fully into WWE style.
Yep.
I mean, he'll fit in anywhere he's been in the world, and he's been amazing. But he's made that transition so quick, and he is defining what it means to be a WWE performer.
Yes.
He's setting a bar so high, and Dean is doing his best to live up to it and put on an amazing performance. But it's AJ Styles.
It's AJ
man.
Styles. And
on, man.
right guy, right time.
450 off the top rope
Dude.
through a goddamn table, and it looked
Yeah.
like he folded like a Lita fold.
Oh.
But damn,
Wow.
just gets back up. That was one I thought the X was no X's.
No X's.
God, thank God for everybody on the card that night. How you came through not getting hurt.
Oh,
Well
no.
done.
AJ got hurt
Yeah,
in the ass.
okay. See the tweet today? A lot of people tweeted. Lance Storm.
Yeah.
First of all, can I be serious? Leading off hour 2, said, "Good thing that match didn't go much longer. We would have seen a lot more of AJ Styles." Well done. Then AJ said he had a picture of the ripped tights. Said, "As you can see by the seam, you are in no danger of seeing my butthole." Just the fact that the WWE champion put butthole in a tweet makes me so excited. Well done. Well
Yeah.
done. Good use of butthole.
You want to phrase that a little different?
I'm going to say that in every show I'm on.
Okay.
Good use of butthole. You're welcome.
Here's a weird thing.
What?
A lot of homophobes be watching the
Oh,
WWE.
jeez. Yeah.
Uh,
Grow up, people.
I watched a review of the show, and
Yeah.
their number one worst thing was that rip. I saw way too much of AJ Styles. It was a teeny little. Now granted, I noticed and commented on
Yeah.
in our chat, but never once did I go, "Oh no, I'm seeing too much AJ Styles."
Oh, God, I'm questioning my sexuality.
It's just a little rip in his tights.
I didn't feel anything during that Alexa Bliss. What's going on? I feel funny.
Mr. Simpson,
Men! Yay!
Mr. Simpson, AJ Styles' asshole is showing.
Butthole.
Oh yeah, butthole. Sorry, don't call me that,
Such a-
jerk.
I'm sorry. Such a terrible word.
So let's talk about the end here, because we're
Motherfucker.
we're coming up
You
to
know?
the top of the hour.
And it's only one more hour to go. No.
Boo!
Dude.
Like I was ready to boo anyway, just because
Just
he
because
showed up.
showed up. You know what? Do you remember the Colin Delaney storyline? ECW?
Vaguely.
Yeah, it's what it is. Everybody remembered it vaguely. I loved the shit out of ECW when they started to bring it back.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's Tommy Dreamer, and here's this little guy getting his ass whipped.
Mm-hmm.
This is the old Mikey Whipwreck story. He's just taking a beating and asking for
Yeah,
another,
I
and then
remember that. Yeah.
and and he's just getting beaten. They wrapped him differently every week. He's just in the damn near body cast.
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer takes him under his wing. He's training him. He's gonna be a fighter. He's taking it. Granted, this is WWE's version of ECW,
Right,
so
not
there's
the
only
real.
but so much. And then all of a sudden, Colin Delaney turns on Tommy Dreamer, booed out of the building, and then just gone forever. Because what the hell are you gonna do with a heel little shit?
Yeah.
So they did the same goddamn thing with Ellsworth. He's at an indie show. Poor Katie. She hates all of us, but she's
Especially hates him.
even had to say, rubbing it in, dick, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's got his full-time contract now, and he's got nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Getting his ass beat up too. Why is he doing this? And I was looking for him to just put up a 2 sweets. I would have laughed my ass off at that.
Well, again, tying it to Talking Smack, like immediately I knew it because he kind of led into it on SmackDown. Is I'm 3-0 against AJ.
Yep.
So from a psychology standpoint, like he's right,
From a psychopath standpoint.
but like
Okay. He betrayed Dean Ambrose, so AJ would keep the title. And then we find out on Talking Smack that he's not crazy, he's not heel, he's a delusional asshole.
yes,
And you know what? Good.
yeah,
I loved it.
yes,
Now I don't like a shit ending to a great match, but you know what? We got a great match out of it, and we got somewhere good out of this.
yeah. I was
It's
gonna
like
say
I've got AJ's number, so I want to. I've got my guaranteed match. I want to fight AJ, but Dean will get the first shot at my champion. Shut up! And then he's just selling it Tuesday night. Look at him putting the plugs in there.
Yeah.
Look at this full-time worker. Good for he's
I can't believe we're gonna get
Dean might throw him into a lawnmower.
We're getting
He's gonna die.
Ambrose versus Ellsworth. That's where Ambrose is going.
This is gonna be great. It's gonna be a beating.
Oh, it's
I
funny.
love that he's delusional. I
Yeah.
don't need this. Takes a neck brace off. It just still looks injured.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Oh my God. Good for it. Oh Jesus.
I seriously, I had an inkling that, or I thought maybe that we brought in Ellsworth to turn Dean heel.
Yeah.
I was like, is that what we're doing here? Because they're palling around a lot. I was close.
It's the Colin Delaney. What? And you know what? He's gonna get his ass beat. Nowhere to go. He's gone.
But here's the biggest thing here. Here's why we had to do that, though. Here's why we needed that. That story's done. And, granted, the match delivered. The match was great. But there was never a doubt. Like, I never once had a doubt that AJ wasn't going to retain.
Right.
AJ's retaining. We need something for Dean to do after. So now Dean has something to do. Man, we are coming right up against it. Let's overall TLC great pay-per-view. This again, I feel like this was the best one I've seen.
Had no business being great, and it was.
And it was.
God damn it.
So we need this.
Oh, rapid fire. Didn't think we were going to have time for it. I don't have many, but you know what? It's just, let's just said GIF. Just leave it for. It's more for Matt, but
Hashtag.
what?
Hashtag wrestling.
Doesn't even make sense.
Hashtag dirt sheets. All right, before Jimmy Hart tries to jump in here. Screw you, Jimmy Hart. You can't have our monetization. All right, tidbits. What you got over
Okay,
there?
no, you know what? We actually covered a lot of them through there.
Oh.
AJ's ass came out. I don't care, but a lot of people lost their mind. Great.
Mm-hmm.
And then Butthole. He said Butthole. So I got to roll that in there. Talking Smack rules. It's become an amazing part of the show. And you know what? The best part of it, this is kind of tidbitty. This is what I've been alluding to the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Raw is the heel show, even with Foley in charge.
Right.
SmackDown is the face show. And you've got heels or winners like All Night coming in to talk at Smack. Heels being heels, getting over on nefarious shit, and they can get away with it because they don't have a heel authority figure going up against, and they're thriving over there. And you know what? It's better for storytelling. It's better for the baby faces going up against them, and it's better for them to thrive because they're able to get away with it. They're getting over on what authority figure there is, and you know it's. I think that's why SmackDown is better because it's definitively a face territory.
Yeah. And they also have an underdog story to them, which is always underdog stories are always baby faces.
Which you could have even underdog heels or dominant heels.
Mm-hmm.
It's a much more fertile ground. I can't believe we haven't had a benevolent authority figure in so long. You know, it's great. Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel Bryan. Now, two other things. Becky Lynch has a set of wings for some damn reason.
Okay.
She's got like a pair of steampunk retractable wings. So she's going to have a weird-ass entrance somewhere. I think Royal Rumble's going to be some wacky shit. Mickie James has been offered a WWE deal. Don't know if that's NXT or where she would fit in the card, but that's something we're going to have to definitely talk about later at some point. It's that's actually an Instagram video too. You can see it in motion if you click on it. So I mean, she could do more stuff with Asuka or fit in on either of the rosters. Could be amazing. Xavier Woods expecting a baby.
Oh.
Not him, but you know.
Cool.
Yep, Otunga having a baby. Otunga.
Baby.
The point where I went fuck Otunga was when he compared Miz to Bieber.
Oh yeah.
Because he's your Intercontinental Champion and you're denigrating him. I'm sorry, Mr. Otunga, but I don't see your work being on the par with Miz in any respect.
Yeah.
So I get it. You're trying to
Pop
play.
culture and-
Not a good play.
No.
Sorry. And Justin, we need to start Twittering the shit out of McDonald's.
Why?
Because apparently they're giving out tag team championship fanny packs. I'm not even kidding. They sent one to Big E, and they sent some to some other people as well.
Fanny pack.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, we got a wrestling show. We start just emailing McDonald's saying, hey, man, all of a sudden we're going to get tag team champion Champions Against Hunger fanny packs. So we got to get to work on this.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
You, me, tag team champions against hunger.
Cool.
Big Mac
I
coupons.
guess it'll be Wolfpack rules.
I don't know what the hell that means.
Freebird.
I get sandwiches. That's all that matters.
But I thought they were a mess.
They are, but I'm eating hot fries, aren't I? I eat a hell of a Big Mac in a moment.
Stop looking at these. I see
Oh,
you looking at
I've
them.
been eyeing them for a while. Oh, God. We're hashtag Wrestlepals. Hashtag Wrestlepal Justin. You need to get a hold of him on Twitter at The Hulkster.
That's right.
Easy to remember. You need to get a hold of me at The Nate Project, at The Nate Project. Sounds whatever, man. It's not as cool as his, but it's mine. Whatever. And the show's Twitter, it's been on the screen all night. You go to the YouTube channel, man. YouTube.com/
Radio Free Radio DMF.
Radio Free Radio DMF. It's the DMF that also has me off. Double middle fingers. Check that. Or at Twitter at WrestlepalsRFR.
That's
Or
right.
just use the hashtag WrestlePals. Use that in everything you do. If you're talking to Target, bitching at them about their lines being too long, hashtag WrestlePals.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to get a fanny pack tag team Hunger Champ, use hashtag WrestlePals. It'll be
right.
great. But yeah, dig us, dig this platform, patreon.com/Radio Free Radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the sell you're getting. Got enough sell earlier tonight. That's the sell.
Yeah.
We love you, love us. Huh? And I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Look at us. Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals.
With the promise strength, ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you could be next. You better give respect, 'cause ain't nobody breaking this redneck. No, they don't want none. No, they don't want none. They don't want none.
I lost my keys and my little doggy's bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.